There's only 11 people in that. 16 in that one. Come on, we want the practice session with everyone in it. Okay, see what we've got. Low fuel motorsport practice. Okay, let's get some practice in. I really wish that if you look behind, that dash disappeared. This steering wheel still feels weird. I get the feeling something's wrong with it. I can't quite put a finger on it, but my steering wheel feels odd today. Okay, I suppose I better do a guide to the track. So, Circuit de Catalunya, near Barcelona in Spain. Extremely popular test track, especially with Formula 1, probably with everything to be honest. It makes a good test track because it's got long bends, hard braking zones, it's got fast corners, it's got slow corners. Unfortunately, it doesn't make a very good racetrack because it's a very big challenge for a car. If you've got a good car, it works well at Catalonia. But because of this, everyone tests there, so it's well dialed in. So everyone tends to run around a few car lengths apart. Okay, so hard brake, use all the curb on the right. Second gear, you're supposed to go over that curb, but I missed it because that's what I've been doing all day. And this is just a long corner, you just ages to get on the throttle. And then you've got to let it run out wide because you need to keep your tyres in good condition. Then, again, use all the curb, second gear, hug the inside, and release. Let the car run as wide as possible. First gear corner, hard on the brakes, hug the inside. Again, needs to get a good exit. Now here, there's a bump on the outside, which unsettles the car under braking. Hook it on there. Avoid that curb because you'll get a track limits. Camps it, third gear. And you nail it out the exit. Get the throttle on as early as you can because that gives you rotation in the car. Hard on the brakes. Not that late on the brakes. Oh well. Again, what Catalunya is famous for is its long corners. And then this proper tricky little section. He really wants to get by me, even though it's a practice session. And that was a rather poor lap of Catalunya. Puts us only 17th. Oh, whatever. Go on. Go past you, dickhead. A 1:45 flat is not a particularly quick lap. Right. I am having a real steering wheel issue here. It feels numb. Let's just reboot it. It feels really numb. It's giving me no information. Ooh. It's now just decided to nearly break my hand. Okay. Let's just make sure it's on the right rotation setting. Okay. Everything looks okay. Right. Oh, we've now got absolutely no force feedback. Okay. Let's try and get back in. Right. Testy. And I like to run with a little bit less ABS. The track's not particularly warm today. 22 degrees, 25 track temperature. And we still have absolutely no force feedback. Right. So, I seem to be having a few equipment issues today, which are not working well. Okay. So the wheel is working. Sort of. Okay. Let's try again. Is sim racing this annoying normally? Yeah, I'd say it is. Okay, have we got any force feed? We do. Excellent. We now have resistance in the wheel. So, I really do need to save this. ABS 3, traction control 2. 12 laps of fuel. Brake pads 4, because they're qualifying pads. Don't know why the setups don't have that selected. If I'm honest. Aston Martin there with its absolutely horrendous acceleration in first gear. Yeah, it still feels numb, but there's nothing we can do about it now. Let's go for a Sunday drive. That's a low sun, isn't it? Oops. I'll be honest, I am not driving particularly well today. And the never-ending corner. You actually use the throttle to bring the car around though. That was probably a little bit wide. The aim is to always hook your right front tyre on that inside curb. It sort of brings the car round, but actually hitting it is easier said than done. This is the most frustrating corner, I think, in racing. Well, actually, it could be this one. Mickey Mouse. The old Catalunya as well, better when they just did a fast corner before that. But in the name of overtaking, they thought it'd be better to put a shit little chicane in it. Six minutes until we have to sign in to LFN server. I've got 6 minutes to sort my driving out. Because at the moment, it's poor. My driving today so far has been inaccurate. It's been ragged. Ooh. This Aston has a very useful knack of just slipping its rear round when you hit first gear on the brakes. It's like the differential of the car locks it around, which is quite useful for these tight turns. Is this a valid lap? Yes. 44.5. No, 44.5 is actually a pretty decent time. That could get you top 3 or 4, depending what split you're in. Look at that. That's a lot of time we've made up in just that sector. Poor exit. We've dropped a bit of time as we've gone through the lap, but it's not too bad. This was going to be a massive improvement, but I have kind of dropped the ball a bit in the second half of the lap, and we've gone from having half a second to just, oof, not even a tenth. Well, that was looking like an absolute stonker of a lap, and it all just fell away, which was unfortunate. So if we'd have just kept in there, that'd have had us up in around 5th. Just seemed to lose the tyres though. But, so what time are we on? Okay. Time to get registered. Have a wee.
Here's the definition of interested. Showing curiosity or concern about something or someone. Having a feeling of interest.
Thanks, Google. Okay. Let's see what split we're in. Split 2. Split 2. We are ranked 22nd in split 2. So anything higher than 22nd in theory is a good result. 41823. 41823. Enter. No service found yet, but give it a couple of minutes. I've just had a dog trying to eat my microphone. Rupert. Okay, so low fuel motorsport, week 2. My best result so far, I think. Test, test, 1, 2. Okay. Bit of a delay there. There's a big queue of cars behind me, which is quite annoying. I don't really want to hold them up, but I also don't want to fall behind them. So I think what we're going to do is, we're just going to drive as fast as we can. Because I'm fairly confident I've got enough pace to stay ahead of everyone. Okay, start of the lap. Get a good exit. Let the car run as wide as possible because you reduce the resistance that the car has to push. Compromised the exit there a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. Get on the power. Let the car run out. Let's just get a banker lap in. Get away with that. Now this is the hardest corner on the circuit. You got to be so accurate and do it pretty much like that. Hard on the brakes. Don't miss the apex. Sort of didn't. Not brilliant. Monster that curb. Now for this utterly frustrating corner. You just can't get on the power. And then for Mickey Mouse. That's not a bad banker lap. It's not a bad banker lap at all. Second place. But we can go faster than that. was good through cancer. Whoa, that was far too early on the brakes. And we've just lost all our time. And that's going to now wreck this lap. No, my front left is too hot, I would imagine, to really sort of attack this lap, but we'll see. Yep. It's far too hot. No, because it's sim racing, you can just teleport back to the pits. I really wish they'd remove that feature from games, to be honest. You've got the chance to get one flying lap in. I would really like that first place because I'm in the Aston Martin and I'm guaranteed to lose at least a couple of places on the start because for some reason it couldn't pull a rice pudding off, a skin off a rice pudding. Couldn't pull off a rice pudding? Hey, that'd be interesting. Wonder if anyone's tried to pull off a rice pudding before. How would you even pull off a rice pudding? Now that's how we needed to do it in the lap earlier. Anyway, let's try and get that pole position. It's worth a try. No, not good. And we've missed the apex again. Looks like we're settling for second. Oh well. guess second will have to do. Right, put 37 litres of fuel in. That'll get us to the end. Take a bit of pressure out the tyres. Oh, we're on very hot weather, so the weather is very hot. Well, fairly hot. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. So, at the moment, third. Oof. Oh well. He's in the Aston as well, though. He'll also struggle at the start. To be fair, what I need to do is just finish near the front. No incidents. Keep the off tracks to a minimum. So, let's see who hits me today. Turn traction control off for the start, because this car's bad enough as it is at the start. Who's going to get over eager? We only lost one place. Just makes a change. 2 places. Okay, so that's the dangerous bit. Turn 1 is done with. I'll be honest, I'd be quite happy to finish the race in 4th. Oh, literally scared them both off the road. Oh, well that was nice. We'll take that. I don't know what it is with me and track limits today. Gotta be so careful with the track limits on that corner as well. There's certain places on this track that just give you a track limits no matter whether you lose time or not. He is one of them. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, that was a pretty reasonable first lap, I'd say. Now, I just need some good, consistent results, so I'm not going to push the envelope too much to beat this guy. I just want to get an incident-free race. Nice and boring. Although I am annoyingly closing on him. Need to cut the off tracks though. This car is so good through that corner. That's it. I am poor through that chicane. I give away so much time through that chicane. Okay, we have absolutely cleared off from the rest of the pack. I am just going to follow him for a bit. Hopefully he'll make a mistake. He looks like he's got a mistake in him. But then again, there's always a mistake in me. That may be a track limits. He's made a mistake, so have I. Bit too eager on the throttle then. trying to break the toe, which seems a bit pointless, really. Oh. He's making mistakes. Although I made a mistake then. That dirty air. And here's my weak section of the track. Better that time. Oh, he's turned in on me. Well, that was... Okay, we've got him. I don't trust this guy, if I'm honest. Nope, and there we go. He hits me. But he's good. He bats out of it, so that's fair. There goes my incident-free race. But I got the lead, so it's not so bad. I think we've now got the pace to pull away. Possibly. Oh, we got squirrely out the last corner, which has let me off the hook. I'm not going to try and break the toe or anything. He's too far behind for that. Tyre pressures and tyre temperatures are looking good. Front left tyre pressure is actually a tad bit too low, but you want to be aiming for about 27.5, but it'll do. This game has a strange obsession with tyre pressures, when really heat's more important, but you've got to get the tyre pressures just in the right window. If you don't, you've no speed. But I'd rather them being a bit low than a bit high. Oh, that's giving him a sniff, that. A bit wide there, but it'll give us a better exit, so it's not too bad. You've got to be so careful not to hit that sausage curb. Can't shift that cough. Had scarlet fever just before Christmas, and ever since I've had this right cough that I can't get rid of. It's not so bad today. When it gets going, it's a nightmare. He's hanging in there. Hopefully he's not saving his tyres, and that he's having to really push to stay up, keep up with me. We have the fastest lap of the race. And we're going to be having another fastest lap of the race, maybe, or maybe not. By 4/300ths of a second. He's quite quick, the guy in third. I am actually a little concerned about him because he is coming up fast. So we're going to really have to keep the hammer down. Hopefully he'll get held up by Marcelino? Yeah. I am sweating. Oh, that car is so good and easy to drive around Campsa. Car did that little weird diff lock thing, but it works quite well in the low speed corners. Okay, the Lamborghini charge seems to have stopped. He's not closing anymore. I don't know, was he even closing to begin with? I don't know, I thought he was, but I've got the fastest lap, so... I noticed it when I was putting fastest laps in, so he probably wasn't. We've got a nice little buffer now, but nothing that we can rest on too much. Only takes a couple of bad laps or spinning up the rear wheels a few times and you get that little bit of heat. Too much heat in the tyre. You start sliding and it gets worse. I'm a bit concerned about my left tyres. They're a little bit hot. I could do with slowing them. I could do with slowing down, but nah. Little off track, nothing to worry about. That Aston, it's so slow out of that corner, out of the slow corners. With me especially. I could maybe turn the traction control down a bit out of them, but I can't be bothered because I might forget to turn it back up and then it will catch me unaware. It's not really worth it. Here's the thing. Those little LEDs on the dash. What are they? I think there's something to do with traction control. So, when your traction control and your ABS kicks in, they apply. They light up. Did that nice little kick around for me then. He is closing, which is a bit worrying. I might stop talking for a minute. Did he just cut the corner? I'm sure he just cut the corner. He did cut the corner. Problem is, if he does catch me, I'm worried that he's going to drive into the back of me. Okay, this will be the final lap. One more lap. I noticed I had far too much fuel. No heroics now. Just got to get through to the end. There's a sign that my tyres are going. Nice and calm. Let's get camps alright. Nearly perfect. Just Keep it easy. We just need to just get it to the end now. Taking it. Okay. We can nearly breathe. We can nearly breathe. Oh yes. My best result on LFM yet. Whew. That was hard. He kept me honest the entire race. He really kept me honest. That should, in theory, now be my best result on this. So that should take me up in the division table. Look at it. There's absolutely no torque. You can't even do donuts. Whew. Good win. Right, I need to go for a bit. So that was a good way of signing off. That's what we need.